What's up, Natasha? How are you?
I'm amazing from the Boogie Down Bronx. Thanks for taking this call.
No, you bet. Thank you. You're on Hermosi Hotline. How can we help?
Okay, so I have a mobile archery business in New York City where we bring archery to schools, companies. We set up the archery range and we pop up. So in the past couple of years, I have seen an increase in revenue, but it's been staying around the same. So in 23, we made like 249 and 100 in bottom line in profit. And last year we made like 273 and 90 still like around profit. And then this year to date, I did a lot better, y'all.
Awesome.
We're around 297 with the same around 90 for a profit, but I'm trying to get to $1 million. And so I would like to ask you a question on a strategy or something that's like been bugging us,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Go for it.
So a lot of schools share that they have a cap on their spending, and it usually varies. So here in New York City, you know, each school is like their own business. They have their own like budget. Versus elsewhere, school districts have the higher level budget and it pushes down. And so last week, you know, I was pitching and I was using some of the techniques that you taught. And someone was like, to my 30K offer, they were like, hey, no, we really only have 10K to work with. And so now it's sort of interesting. I'm trying to figure out, do I like sow good seeds? Do I like, you know, say, hey, let me work with this 10K, but knowing that, you know, when more funding comes in through different grants or funding source for the schools, they'll buy more. But then do I hold the line and say, let me hold that space for another like school? But the vision and goal is to have more youth taking part in archery, right? Olympic archery, it's fun, it's healthy. So that's where I'm at. And it's been exciting. Like, I think we can make 500K this whole coming up by end of year. But I just feel like there's going to be points where there's pushback because of, you know, schools have a certain budget.
You want to take it?
No, go for it. Pricing.
Yeah. So Natasha, one of the really interesting things about like the more money you make is that in the beginning, sometimes you have to artificially hold this line of supply and demand so that you can make higher margins. Now, over time, your just demand increases and then you feel very confident in holding your line because you're like, I don't really care. I have more demand than I can deal with. But in the beginning, you basically have to make this trade, which is why I think so many people kind of earn the right to continue to charge more over time because they do better and better, the demand goes up and supply stays fixed or goes down, and so then price rises, right? So if you feel confident that you're gonna get 500,000 and you want to keep those prices because your margins are, they're not, I mean, they're good, but they're not like, you know, insane, especially as a smaller business. I'm more inclined to try and say, how can we increase your flow so that you don't feel this dread about not taking deals? Does that make sense? So like, we use marketing to artificially inflate the supply demand so that we can maintain the pricing power that we want for the services and products that we sell. So right now, the question is, what are the core promotional activities that you're doing from advertising to let more people know about your stuff so that you can have more interest, so that you have 5 other deals behind this deal so you're not as worried about it?
Good question. So in our group, one of the things I shared, email marketing was my go-to, because one of the things you share a lot is y'all pick one, don't be everywhere.
Okay.
And so email marketing was what I did this past year, but I did it monthly, and it worked really well. That's why I'm in, you know, further along on the revenue. And then we're doing Archery Con in Brooklyn in September. And I plan on like doing, I was inspired by you yesterday. And I was like, Tasha, don't just make it free, you know, to run ads. Why don't you like make it free, but have upsell and like maybe do an Archery Con bundle where they get like a arm guard and get some stuff to cover the ad spend.
Yeah.
And so I'm working through some of the things you were sharing yesterday, but that's going to be my lead generation too, right? For schools and communities and companies and all things in New York City. So I hope that helps. Like, I've been listening. I just feel like I'm in this weird space.
No, you're good. So let me ask you this. So what would it take for you to 5x the amount of email outbound that you're currently doing to generate deals and leads?
Just doing it.
Okay. So Natasha, why don't I just save you so much time and risk and effort and just say, just do that? Because the thing is most businesses, especially under $1 million a year, the solution almost always is more. And so what you perceive as high volatility is actually a symptom of a root cause, which is insufficient volume. You're not doing enough, which is why it feels so sporadic. So that's it. So instead of being like, I have to change my model, what about look at my pricing? It's like you're just not doing enough volume. So we just need to let more people know about our stuff. Keep the prices where they are. Margins are okay. If you were able to 5x the amount of deals you're doing, you would have a disproportionate drop to the bottom line, right?
I would.
Right. So it's like, let's not mess with things. You have, like, is there a model issue? I'm sure there's things that could get improved, but that's not the constraint of the business. Okay?
Got it.
We just need to put more go.
Sense.
Yeah, just need to put more go in the car.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I think one of the things that I want to tell you that you would be happy about with me is I reached out to like some folks I know higher up superintendents. I was like, do you want to do a district tournament? And then that allows me also to pitch like schools to do a district thing to help kids compete.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to the messaging you said I got to do more of. But you'll hear about it and I'll give you an update in a week or 2 or 3.
That's great. I love that. I think you're also our lucky hotline caller because we just hit 3 million copies sold.
So we just passed Harry Potter. Golden, not golden.
That's all you. You gave us the lucky
Yeah, the
juju.
Goblet of Fire.
I just want to put that on you that you gave us that luck.
Yeah. Well,
Super snaps, Layla.
Well, Tasha, do you feel clear on that?
Yeah, so my homework is to jump into my CRM. We'll definitely look at some of the materials that you sent us and just start crafting a great offer sort of too, right? Like don't make it
Where do you have your current offer though, right? Your current, like I want to change as few things as possible.
Why do we need to change anything?
Just do more volume of the thing that's getting you 300. We're going to say, okay, well, you're doing a monthly thing. Why don't we think about this weekly or bi-weekly?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Heard?
I will do that.
All right. Rock and roll. Appreciate you.
All right.
Focus.
I will, Layla. I will.
All right.
Nice to meet you, Natasha. Thanks again.
Have a good one, Natasha.
Have a good one, y'all.